Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Sing Beyond and Through with Monty. Well, we all are a couple of days into the tragic news of young hip hop star Young Dolph being shot and killed as he purchased cookies at a store in Memphis. But I wanted to bring this particular story in at a different angle. But before I get into my commentary, I want you to listen to this.
You still live in Memphis?
No, I still got a spot in Memphis though.
Okay, cool. But you had to get a spot somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing because you know why? You know why? We do the history of our rappers. Our rappers are starting to die in our own city. So which means, in our city, love your city.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, no. But be careful. Be careful because most of the hate in the world comes from people that's just like you. So just be careful.
So, unfortunately, young Dolph was wrong. It had everything to do with him. And this is going to be a cautionary tale. A tale of what the interviewer was telling him was unfortunate but true. You have to love your city from afar. Because with these celebrities, even though they have millions of admirers, they're also going to have a lot of people who are going to be dissenters, detractors, haters, and who are going to be jealous of what they have. People are going to want what young Dolph has. They're going to be very resentful of what he can actually do for the community. And what he can do is something in which they cannot do. There's going to be a lot of resentment, a lot of jealousy of the position in which he's in, of what he has attained. So it is not a good idea to live or have a spot in the place in which you come from. I know some people want to be humble. They want to help. But what they must remember is that there are people there who wouldn't mind taking you out. There are people there who are not going to be in line or be appreciative of your good deeds in which you are going to do or which you are doing for the community. These people are very dangerous. They would think nothing of killing you. This is the reason why celebrities who make it big out of these hoods, out of these bad areas, bad neighborhoods, must leave. They cannot stay there. When they do go back there, they must be bodyguarded up. They must have security. Let's not forget the tale of fashion designer Gianni Versace, who was shot walking outside of his Miami mansion. He was returning from his favorite coffee spot with some magazines in hand, and as he was entering the gates to his compound, Andrew Cunanan shot him twice in the head. Now, Gianni Versace was a world-renowned fashion designer at that particular time worth $820 million. Now, I say that because he had enough money to have security with them. And people who are famous must not forget, whether they like it or not, everyone is not going to love them. And whether they know this or not, they are a target. There's going to be someone, somewhere, out there who will have it in for them. So this tragedy with young Dolph being killed at a cookie place, you have to wonder that had he would have had security or bodyguard with him, I think it could have been a deterrent. It's not a guarantee that he would not have been shot, but it would have been a deterrent. And this is what these rappers, entertainers, celebrity people must keep in mind. I know that it may be uncomfortable. It may be kind of cringeworthy to have someone shadowing you all the time. But, Gianni Versace John Lennon, we could think of Rebecca Schaefer. We could think of celebrities who were gunned down by fans or people who are jealous. That type of evil mentality among people is out there. And in the case of young Dolph, him coming back to the community to help out, they don't see that. People who have it in for you just do not care. They have this envy, this jealousy, this hatred, a lack of a conscience. They don't have the warmth of a heart where they can see a young brother who made it, who's coming back to the community to help. The very fact that you can do things that they cannot do is going to spark something, and it's not going to be something that is good. So I'm suggesting that when people do go back to these hoods, these areas, these neighbors, these spots, take security with you. You have enough money. Take bodyguards with you. It's imperative that you do so. Because yes, you are a mark and your life is in danger. I do remember hearing a story about young Dolph stating that he was giving away $200,000. And he was giving it away to 8 people, $25,000 each. Well, that tells me right there that obviously he has enough money where he can hire bodyguards, security personnel, because he could have definitely used it. So you have to be aware of what type of mindsets are out there in your old hoods, areas, stomping grounds. People like to think positive, me too, but at the same time in token, there is jealousy, there's envy, there's hatred, resentment. It's out there. It dwells in people. And these types of people mean you no good at all. And many times, unfortunately, these people will act on these feelings and emotions. So hopefully this can just be a cautionary tale to young rappers, entertainers, athletes who have made it. You truly cannot dwell or go or live in the place that you come from. You can love it from afar. You can help. When you choose to go back there in person, make sure you have the proper security with you, the proper bodyguard, the proper protection with you. It's imperative, and the danger out there is real, as we have seen all too many times. May this young man, young Dolph, rest in peace, bro. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's another edition of Seeing Beyond and Through with Monty, and I will see you all beyond and through.